Golden Boy. I am joined by Suggest after what became an absolutely amazing series, down to the wire and a nail biter to say the least. David is going to help us out with some translations. First things first, because it did become such a close series with double overtime across 2 maps, I want to know how you're feeling coming off of that victory.
두 번의 연장전을 이어서 드디어 시리즈가 끝났는데요. 이 모든 맵을 치르고 나서의 지금 심정이 어떠신가요?
심정이야 일단은 두말 할 거 없이 일단 너무 좋고요. 솔직히 저는 시청자분들 입장에서 진짜 여태까지 제일 재밌는 경기를 보여준 것 같아요. 지금 이 현재 하고 있는 대회 모든 경기를 통틀어도 오늘만큼 재밌는 경기는 없던 것 같아요.
I'm super excited. And even from a viewer's perspective, I think we showed the fans the most exciting game of Masters so far. Not just today, but throughout the tournament.
As a viewer myself, I think I can confirm that notion. But as you might be riding high right now, I have to imagine how you were feeling coming out of the first map on Haven. It was a bit of a crushing defeat. However, that said, there were a couple really good rounds, and it felt like you specifically Suggest were leading the charge when it came to the energy for the team. But how did you guys recover between map 1 and map 2?
1번 맵을 조금 아쉽게 패배를 하셨었는데요. 1번 맵 끝나고 나서 어떤 마음가짐으로 2번 맵에 임하셨고 특히 2번 맵에서는 서지 선수가 직접 나서서 좀 많은 킬을 하는 장면들이 나왔었는데 어떤 마음가짐으로 임하셨었나요?
일단은 기본적으로 저는 첫 번째 맵은 너무 저희가 준비가 많이 안 됐어요. 그러니까 유럽 선수들, 팀들에 대한 조합에 좀 저희가 많이 밀리는 조합이라 솔직히 첫 번째 경기는 많이 좀 밀리면서 솔직히 그냥 다 털어버리고 이 경기 잘하자라는 생각밖에 없었어요.
I think for map 1, we really weren't ready for the comp that V1 brought into Haven. Having said that, after game 1, we just let it go and we decided not to think about it and continue on with map 2 and 3.
That seemed to work. And as you speak about composition, that's where my next question lies. And it's kind of across both maps, particularly there on Ascent. I saw the major difference being that you guys ran Sky, which gives you some flash and blinding capabilities, whereas version 1 didn't seem to run any. Carry that over across many of the maps that we've seen North America play, and they seem to favor Astra far more than the Korean region. So I'm just kind of curious, your take overall on the meta and which agents are necessary.
이제 요원 조합 관련돼서 좀 여쭤보고 싶은데요. 어센트 같은 경우에는 스카이를 활용하시면서 이제 플래시가 있는 요원을 선택을 하셨고 반면에 B1은 그렇지 않았고요. 그리고 전반적으로 NA 지역은 아스트라라는 요원을 굉장히 선호하는 것 같은데 한국은 좀 그렇지 않은 것 같아요. 아직 메타가. 그래서 이런 전반적인 요원 메타에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시나요?
일단은 저희가 유럽 북미와 다르게 스카이랑 이제 좀 플래시 캐릭터들 많이 쓰는 이유는 일단 어센트는 맵이 넓고 시간을 쓰면 쓸수록 양쪽 사이드를 세게 막아야 되는 그거라 정보가 많이 필요해요. 근데 스카이랑 소바라는 두 개의 요원을 동시에 사용하면서 수많은 정보들을 얻으면서 좀 더 수비하기 편하게 가져가려고 이렇게 조합을 쓰는 것 같고 아스트라는 한국도 많이 쓰는 것 같은데요, 저는.
So for Ascent, it's a map where we have to defend, like these long areas on A main and B main. And so it's great to have Sova and Sky who can both bring us information. It's not just because of the flash, but because the flash can tell us that whether someone is there or not. And as for Astra, I actually think Korea is adopting Astra a lot now. So I think the meta is changing in Korea as well.
All right, it's great to see how the regions kind of mix and who's picking up different tips and tricks from others. Finally, we have to talk about the final map split. Again, going to overtime, 12-12. We get the tack pause, the final tack pause of the match. What was discussed in that moment for you guys to push it forward and take the victory?
마지막 맵 스플릿에서 12대 12일 때 그
네.
전략적 타임아웃이 걸렸었는데 그때 어떤 이야기가 왔다 갔었는지 좀 궁금합니다.
그때는 일단 저희는 그 얘기가 나왔어요. 그러니까 뭔가를 하지 말고 그냥 안정하게 그냥 기본적으로 자기 막는 데서 잘 막으면은 무조건 이기겠다 해서 그렇게 했는데 또 저기 라키아 선수가 기가 막히게 잘해줘가지고 이겼습니다.
So for the last map, for that timeout, we were discussing let's not go overboard and do something that we're not used to doing. But on the other hand, let's do our default and then see what we can do from there. Play it safe. And Lakia had some amazing kills early on in those few rounds. So that's how we won.
Sticking to comfort and coming in clutch. Final question is looking ahead. Your next opponents, as you've already shattered expectations of many by taking down one North American team in version 1, you go up against the number 1 seed in Sentinels. I just want to get your thoughts ahead of that matchup.
이제 NA 지역 2번 시드 버전 1을 오늘 이기셨는데요. 다음 경기는 센티널즈와의 경기입니다. 기대되시나요?
이게 좀 예의가 없을 수도 있는데 저는 일단 센티넬 하나만 보고 왔기 때문에 다 예상됐어요. 이렇게 올라오는 거는.
So this might be a little disrespectful, but we came here to face Sentinels, and this was all, we were expecting this matchup.
Well, we welcome the disrespect in that regard. Again, you put on such a show today, and what a comeback it was, Suggest. So congratulations on your 2-1 victory. So well-deserved. Can't wait to see that in the next matchup. For now, though, we're going to head to a break. When we come back, it's Fnatic versus X.